Okay, welcome back. Last time we investigated the Rocket Game Corner and learned that, surprise, surprise, Team Rocket was operating out of there. What a surprise! Whoever could have seen that one coming? And basically we went through there, beat up a whole bunch of Team Rocket grunts, battled Giovanni, then we won, and we took the Silph Scope, so now we can return to the Pokemon Tower back in Lavender Town, which is, yeah, we're going to be dealing with that today. And this is probably going to just be an episode focused on Sparky the Pikachu. And I say that because it's basically going to be doing all of the work in this episode. But hey, we will soon see just why that is. Now, first things first, let's quickly run back on over to the Pokemon... No, not the Pokemon Center, the Pokemart, and buy 8 more Great Balls, because I have a feeling I might need them. Okay, so, full disclosure, there are 3 potential encounters in the Pokemon Tower. One of them is very rare. The rare encounter is Cubone. As much as I like Marowak, I kind of want to avoid it if possible, which means I'm basically guaranteed Haunter or Ghastly. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them. Okay. So now, I just walk through here, and basically now that we are in a foggy area, also basically all of the channelers here are possessed, basically, which is why they don't really speak in, you know, a proper language, and they kind of just make noises. Anyway, so basically all the trainers in here have Ghastly and Haunter. No one has a Gengar, so I don't need to worry about that. And, well, we have a Psychic Pikachu. So, yeah, Pikachu is basically just going to breeze through all of these. Basically, Pikachu is going to probably one-shot every single Pokemon in here, hopefully, and we should be able to get through this without too much hassle. And our encounter is a Ghastly. Whoever would have guessed, whoever could have seen that one coming. You know, in the area where Ghastly turns up, and I think on this floor it's the only possible encounter, what a surprise! Also, 10 out of 10, it just stayed in the ball. It just works. It just works. Thank you, Ghastly, for your cooperation. Also, important for me to note, I think I said it so... I want to say I said it so I'd be able to actually get Gengar by level up, which would be very nice. Gengar is an amazing Pokemon. Also, I'm going to fight all the people in here just because why not? Be gone, malevolent spirit. Oh, I guess this lady isn't possessed. Interesting. Okay. Either that or they are, and they think we're the malevolent spirit. Either way, Ghastly comes in. It's level 22. We are just going to blast it with Psychic, and we should be on our way. Because, to be totally honest, it's a little bit weird, because you go from the Rocket hideout and fighting Giovanni back here, and then the trainers are, I think, even lower level. Like, I don't know if they expected you to walk all the way up the tower, see that the ghost was there and come back, or what? Also, that lady said they were saved after we beat them, so, yeah, they must have, I don't know, maybe with the start of the fight they were, like, fighting against the malevolent spirit. Anyway, once again, Sparky uses Psychic, throws that Ghastly over there, and we can just keep on moving on. Because this is going to be pretty much how all the battles in here go. I think, hang on, just a second. If I had to guess, I think Sparky will probably be coming out of here around about level 30, maybe, possibly, outside chance. Maybe, possibly, outside chance, I'm not sure. Okay, so, this person is very confident that they aren't gonna lose to us. Unfortunately for them, just like all the other channelers in here, yeah, they're limited to their options being Gen 1 Ghost types, and Gen 1 Ghost types means you have Ghastly. Because, you know, if you aren't high enough level to have Haunter, you're going to have Ghastly. Because, well, if you're not strong enough to have Haunter, you're not going to have Gengar. And there's only one line of Ghost Pokemon in Gen 1, that being Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. Which, to be fair, I think that kind of makes sense. But also, I do love Ghost Pokemon. So coming back to Gen 1 when there's only, like, one is a little bit disappointing. But also at the same time, I absolutely adore Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, so I can't really complain. Also, Psychic, once again, just throws that Ghastly over there. Also, it's still very funny to me. It's still funny and slightly annoying to me how, despite how basically, Psychic type is super busted in Gen 1, as you already know. Like, in original Gen 1. It's fixed significantly here. But also, it's like, because it's like, oh, well, the counters to... Because at this point, in original Gen 1, Dark type didn't exist, important thing to note. So, basically, your options were Bug types and Ghost types. But, like, the only really good bug move in the game was Twin Needle, which was on Beedrill, which is massively outclassed. Like... Beedrill is outclassed by even Kadabra, never mind Alakazam. Yeah, that isn't really the best option. And then Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, which are stated as being the counters, as even in the anime, Ash challenges Sabrina, loses, and goes, okay, I need to go to Lavender Town and get a Ghost-type Pokemon. Also, is there anyone else on this floor? I think I've beat them all here. Fantastic. Off we go. Because I think the Spirit Circle's on this floor. Fantastic. Spirit Circle is basically just a free heal. And, yeah. So, despite the fact that you go here to get a Ghost type, like, in the anime, Ash goes here to get a Ghost type to fight Sabrina. But also, Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar are all weak to Psychic. Like... I feel like that's always been a little bit of an oversight, but I also kind of get why Ghastly... Okay, I get why Ghastly especially is part Poison type, but also, I don't know, it would be interesting if they kind of just switched. Anyway, entered the Purified and Protected Zone. Our Pokemon were fully healed, and we find the Cleanse tag. Come, child, I have purified this space. You can rest here. Basically, that is a free Pokemon Center just in the middle of this tower. Effectively, it's not going to do much for me. Actually, hang on, wait, is that only the second Ghastly I've encountered? Is the encounter rate in here just stupid low or something? No, not that I'm complaining. Also, ghosts. You're being possessed by ghosts. There's no zombies here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, I love me some zombie media. Like, zombie games, I'm a big fan of them. Okay, I haven't played one in a little while. Okay, that's a lie. As of the time of me recording this episode, I think I finished Resident Evil like 3 weeks ago. And I did play the original Dead Rising just in my free time, like 2-3 months ago. Honestly, I feel like... I know. Have you ever felt personally slighted by a game getting announced? Because I finished the Dead Rising. I played the like remaster on the PS4. Okay, so I did play it on the 360 many years ago, but I played the PS4 remaster, finished it to 100% completion, got the platinum trophy and everything, and then like, a few weeks later they're like, hey, yeah, we're doing a remake. It's like, oh, great, thanks. I could have just waited for that. Oh, this girl has a Haunter. It's only level 23 though, so I'm not too worried. Because now we just click Psychic, throw it on over there, and that one-shot. It didn't one-shot. And it knocked itself out with Curse, 10 out of 10. Sparky gets another W on the board. Also, in case you're wondering why my level cap suddenly, became really high, it's because between fighting Erica and... basically, Koga and Sabrina are the next two gym leaders, and they are the same level. Basically, this is where the game really starts to open up. I mean, I say that, but also, kind of, you can fight Lieutenant Surge, Erica, Koga, Sabrina, and... Lieutenant Surge, Erica, Koga, Sabrina, and Blaine. You can fight them in any order. The only caveat to that is you need to beat Koga to get to Blaine. But otherwise, you can fight them in any order. You can fight Lieutenant Surge as the 7th gym leader if you want to. But yeah, so that's always been an interesting little thing to me. so basically, Koga and Sabrina are the same level, because after you get through Pokemon Tower, you can either go down to Fuchsia City, fight all the trainers there, do the stuff at the Safari Zone, and then go and fight Koga and go to Cinnabar Island, or you can go to Silph Scope, deal with Team Rocket again, and then go and fight Sabrina. And also in Saffron City, you have the Fighting Dojo. So yeah, there's, basically, pretty soon the entire Pokemon world of, well, the region of Kanto is going to open up to us a lot more. Also, yeah, when I said I thought Pikachu was going to hit level 30 here, yeah, that is looking like it's gonna happen, because Pikachu is destroying everything in here. I mean, realistically, I knew that would happen regardless, because Thunderbolt was still gonna one-shot basically everything, and I'm going for Psychic, which is, you know, hitting for double damage, because it's super effective on all of these Pokemon. Now, I believe this is the final floor, I think. So basically, we'll reach the end of this floor, and then I'm going to switch to Brute Route, because I do not want to fight whatever that Marowak is. Hang on. That Marowak is a static Pokemon, right? If it's a static Pokemon, it's going to be randomized, I think. I won't be able to catch it. Like, I know I won't be able to catch it, but that's an interesting one. Oh, also, I don't know if it works in this version of the game. I've never tested it. But in the original release of Gen 1, you can just get a Pokédoll and use it to escape the battle here. And, yeah, that's the age-old kind of skip. It saves a good while. Okay, so, that's just normal encounter. I think that's only our 3rd or 4th encounter in this tower. And that is a level 14 Ghastly. I feel like you can find stuff of wildly varying levels here. Be gone, intruders. So this is normally a Marowak, and it is a ghost. That's a Porygon. That's a Porygon. What am I worried about? That's a Porygon. But yeah, basically, it is unfortunately a proper ghost, so if I throw a Pokeball at it, nothing happens. It just dodges. It dodged the thrown ball. This Pokemon can't be caught. Which is a little bit unfortunate. And also the fact that it has Recover could be a little bit of an annoyance. Fortunately for me, Porygon and Porygon 2 aren't amazing in this game, I don't think. Well, 1, I don't need to worry about Porygon Z existing, and 2, I also don't need to worry about potentially even worse, an Eviolite Porygon 2, because Eviolite doesn't exist. Because 1, Porygon 2... Porygon 2 in this game is the final evolution, because Porygon Z doesn't exist until Gen 4, and then the Eviolite itself doesn't exist until Gen 5, so I'm pretty much safe here. Okay. Psybeam should do a fair... oh no. Oh dear. Oh no, I don't like that. Okay, yeah, we are switching out. Sparky, you can handle it. I have an awful feeling oh no. 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 Thunderbolt, it goes for Recover. I should have gone for T-Wave. Actually, we'll see how much Thunderbolt does. Because while Sparky has been, you know, annihilating all of the Pokemon in here, it has also been, like, gradually collecting a few special attack EVs. I mean, it won't make that much of a difference, but hey. I mean, obviously, still having the brave nature isn't exactly ideal. And this Porygon, I guess it just wants to, you know, be zooming around as a ghost, because it's just spamming agility until I knock it out. Okay, so that is Porygon defeated. Fantastic. The ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. Okay. So now we reach the top floor, where we just have a few more Team Rocket guys. Now, the real question is... You know what? I'm just gonna stick with Sparky for this. Sparky has taken out everything in here so far. Let's just go for it. What do you want? Why are you here? It's like, well, Team Rocket, I'm here because I need the Poke Flute. And there's a Snorlax in the way, I can't really you know, go other places yet. And, yeah, you know, look, I was more than happy to not get involved in your business, but it is intersecting with mine, and, you know, that means you guys gotta go. And, you know, Thunderbolt one-shots that, blasts that Zubat off into the next dimension, and I should probably use a few more flamethrowers here, because I am starting to actually run out of PP. Okay, they have a Golbat. Golbat can get a Thunderbolt, because Golbat is, you know, it's the evolved form, it's bulkier, it can take a hit a bit better, and that is a completely, probably unnecessary crit, but I'm more than happy to have it. Okay, I give up. Okay, Team Rocket Grunt, later. I'm not gonna forget this. And with that, he walks away. I thought there was 4 people here. I could have sworn there's 4 people here, and no, it's only 3. This old guy marched right up to our hideout. Then he starts ranting about how Team Rocket's abusing Pokemon. So we're just talking it over as adults. Yeah, you know, the very normal, totally normal, adult discussion technique of kidnapping a guy and taking him to the top of what is effectively a graveyard tower, you know, just to talk. Yeah, that's totally not suspicious at all, Team Rocket. No wonder you guys have such a sterling reputation in the Kanto region. And I guess also, maybe technically the Johto region? I don't know what's going on. Like, we never get any, indication on what's going on in Johto at the time. Like, are Team Rocket a big deal in Johto at the time? Who knows? We never find out, because Johto is never really elaborated upon. Okay, that's a paralysis, and I think I might have to switch out here. Actually, you know what? Nah, Sparky can keep going. We ball. We run with it with Sparky. Sparky will finish off the rest of this tower, or nearly die trying. I'll make sure it doesn't die. Like, I'm not losing it. Pokemon are only good for making money. Why not use them? You stay out of our business. I mean, once again, this is my business now. You're not saving anyone, kid. I mean, I'm doing a pretty good job so far, you know? Like, I think I'm doing a pretty stand-up job, if I do say so myself, of Mr. Random Team Rocket Gruntman. Okay, Zubat, Psychic, annihilated. Annihilated immediately. That's flying off into another dimension. There goes that Zubat. In comes a Rattata. Honestly, I'm more worried about this Rattata than anything else, because it could have quick attacked. But no, I'm just gonna blast it with a Thunderbolt, because I know that'll one-shot. Basically, I need to be a little bit safer about it, because I need to be a little bit safer, because otherwise it could have potentially gone for Hyper Fang if it lived. And okay, now is when I switch out. Now is definitely when I switch out for safety reasons. Okay, so I'm just going to go out to Talia, because Talia is my bulkiest Pokemon in terms of taking physical hits. And there's Tail Whip. Completely undermining everything, because I don't need to worry about it. Also, this is probably a disastrously horrible idea. I should not have clicked Earthquake when I'm, what, like, 6, 7 stories up? That seems like a really bad idea for, like, a building's structural integrity. But hey, I guess buildings in the Pokemon world are literally built different, because they kinda just handle it. Also, like I said, don't fight us rockets. You're not getting away with this. I mean, I am. I'm very visibly getting away with this. Hey, Mr. Fuji, what's up? Huh? You came to save me? Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the foot of this tower. Huh, maybe they were talking it over like adults. Maybe that guy was actually telling us the truth. Your Pokédex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokemon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. So we now have the Poké-Flute. Fantastic. Upon hearing the Poké-Flute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. Try using it on Pokemon that are sleeping obstacles. This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after orphaned and abandoned Pokemon. It's so warm. Pokemon are so nice to hug. I mean, fair. Application is gone. It's been clipped out. Someone must have applied already. Mr. Fuji had been praying alone for Cubone's mother. Pokemon. Okay, so let's quickly go back and heal, because obviously I don't really want my Pokemon to die to poison damage after I've done all this work. That would be pretty bad. Now, I have 2 different Snorlaxes to potentially go and catch. And by that I mean, I'll allow myself to catch both. I will also apply this rule when I get to the power plant, and I want to say it will also be in effect in the Pokemon Mansion. Basically, places where there's multiple static Pokemon. These will be an exception to the rule because they're totally different ones. It's Pokemon Tower, and there's a man fishing. Okay. So what does she have to say? My Pokemon's ashes are stored in Pokemon Tower. You can have this TM. I don't need it anymore. Okay, so that is so sad. That's double sad. Oh, that's horrible. I feel terrible about getting that. That's normally return, and it became recycle. And she said, and she was talking about her Pokemon's ashes. Oh, I feel terrible about that. Okay, I'm just going to try to dodge all the trainers on here, while I make my way to this Snorlax. Okay, I'll fight this guy. Now, I will allow myself to catch both of these Snorlaxes, because they're in 2 separate locations. I'll allow myself to catch and keep both. When I get to the power plant, and I want to say the Pokemon Mansion, and maybe a couple of other places have it, they will have multiple static Pokemon in one location. I will allow myself to catch all of them, but I will only allow myself to use one of them. Like, I'll allow myself to choose which one, but I'll only allow myself to use one of them. Okay. So, let's find out what our Snorlaxes are in just a moment. Okay, this guy's gonna take a minute, never mind. I mean, hey, if nothing else, Root will probably hit level 30 from this. Because, honestly, I feel like I'm hitting a point where I should maybe give it a little bit of focus and try to, give it a little bit more focus and try to get to Venusaur. Because obviously having Venusaur would be huge. Venusaur is such a good Pokemon. Like, it's not exactly fast, but it's bulky and it can hit pretty hard. So that would be a very nice Pokemon to have. Also, this guy has Shellder, Goldeen. I imagine his last Pokemon is probably a Slowpoke or a Psyduck. Who knows, he might have a Gyarados or a Poliwhirl. I'm going to call those outside chances. And his last Pokemon is a Horsey. I completely forgot about Horsey, to be totally honest. And with that, Razor Leaf just annihilates that Horsey, and I can't talk today. Okay, it's not easy. Okay, so now I remember that this couple down here, they have Nidorino and Nidorina. Okay, this is a sport fishing area. Want to use the Poké Flute? Yes. So we use the Poké Flute, and this Pokemon will awaken. It's normally a Snorlax. It is... That's a Houndoom. That is a Houndoom. I'm really good with my Pokemon cries. Like, especially for the older games, I am really good with my Pokemon cries. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Like, I mean, it is a level 30 Houndoom. Like, that is a really strong Pokemon. I'm hoping I can catch it, because this could be really dangerous to me. Okay, I think my safest bet is to switch out to Tillier. I think my safest bet is to switch out to Tillier and try to get a little bit of damage out, and then oh, yeah, right, I got rid of Sand Attack. Oops. Sand Attack would have probably been a good move here. I also needed to be very careful there because I nearly clicked Earthquake, and if I'd clicked EQ, yeah, that Houndoom would probably be leaving the screen in a hurry. Free click. 10 out of 10, we now have a Houndoom. That is a massive pickup. I'm a big fan of that. Also, because I don't have, whatchamacallit? I don't have the item finder, but normally the leftovers appear here. But yeah, because I don't have the, the national dex, it doesn't appear yet in the Pokedex. This guy will give us a Super Rod, I think? Yeah, okay, that is the Super Rod. So now I can come back and fish here at a later time. If I catch a big Magikarp with that fishing rod, I'll just basically go bring it to him. I don't know if there actually is anything if you catch a Magikarp and bring it to him. To be totally honest, I've played this game so many times in my life, and I've never actually done that. I feel kind of bad. Maybe I should. Okay. Now, first things first, let's head on back, because I'm going to go back to Celadon City. Pretty much, my plan for the rest of this episode is I'm going to go back to Celadon City. I'm going to go back to Celadon City, heal up there, then make my way down Cycling Road and to Fuchsia, I think. Then in the next episode, I'll probably do a couple of things in and around Fuchsia City, and I don't know. To be totally honest, this is me kind of just rambling to myself because I don't really know what I want to do next. Like, I might end up just coming back and going all the way around the long way to Fuchsia. Who knows? Because realistically, the world is now my kind of oyster in this game. However, I also need to quickly heal, so let's have a quick little side tour over here. And I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm not going to worry about checking on Houndoom right now. Mostly because I have another Pokemon to catch, and hopefully it'll stay in the ball and cooperate with me just as well as that Houndoom did. Because that Houndoom really did just work with me, and I'm honestly very thankful for that. Also, now that I have a Super Rod, I could fish here. I think fishing there actually guarantees a Psyduck encounter. So if I want a Psyduck, I can get that. Okay, so now we just play this Pokeflute. And wake up this Snorlax, and this is a... I know, that's a Huntail, okay. Okay, gonna be totally honest, Huntail is a Pokemon that I kind of periodically forget exists. Like, it's, like, look, I have nothing against Huntail, I don't think it's bad per se, but it's just not exactly memorable. Like, I want to say I've used a Huntail in a playthrough at some point. I know I used a Gorbis in Platinum. I had a Gorbis in Platinum, and that was really good. Mostly because I was playing largely randomized Platinum. I was playing a mostly randomized Platinum, so I had a speed boost Gorbis, and it was super good. I want to say, I think it died in the 8th gym. I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest. If you, like... In that playthrough, it's really old. My audio quality is next to non-existent in it. But genuinely, one of the closest battles I think I've ever had in a series. Also, I'm going for Razorleaf here. I might kill this Huntail by accident. Okay, 10 out of 10. Thank you. I would like to take a moment to quickly thank Razorleaf for never critting. Like, for a move with high crit chance, I feel like I never get the crit. Okay, so Water Pulse comes through, hits semi-decently well. Because, you know, that is resisted. On the plus side, though, okay, so this is kind of the issue. Huntail is a physical attacker trapped in a game where basically everything it's gonna do is a special attack. To be totally honest, I don't know why it's pure water. Same with Gorbis. I don't know why they aren't Water Dark and Water Psychic. I feel like that would make more sense for them. 2, 3, click. Because Huntail naturally learns Bite and Crunch, and I'm pretty sure Gorbis naturally learns Confusion and Psychic, so I don't know why they don't just have the Dark and Psychic subtypes. Like, I feel like that was maybe an oversight in the game's development, that they just don't have them. But it's like 20 years later and they never got them, so I can safely assume, it's 20 years later and they never got those subtypings, so I can only assume that they weren't ever intended to have them. either way, let's quickly go and check out both of these Pokemon that we just caught. Actually, hang on, wait, we can also see what one of our legendaries is. Like, we can't go and catch it yet, but we can go and investigate what one of those is. But maybe I should just leave it. Okay, we have a Mild Huntail and an Adamant Houndoom. I mean, it has Flash Fire. Actually, I could get good use out of an Adamant Houndoom, potentially. Because I could teach it Sludge Bomb, I could teach it Earthquake. Like, I do have options with it. I definitely have options with it as a potential mixed attacker. If I get a TM for Shadow Ball, I could teach it that. Also, this guy teaches you... I think that guy teaches you a move. I don't remember what it is, though. I want to say it's like Recycle or something. No, it's Soft Boil. It's Soft Boil. That's what it is. Okay, this guy gives us a Pokemon, I think. No, 40 species. This is the Amulet Coin. I do not have 40 species of Pokemon. I have 29. So I can nearly get the item finder, I think. Okay. And... okay, they're just going on a bike ride, I suppose. Let's see what binoculars have to show. Long patch of water far away. And that is the Celadon department store. Okay, so, basically what I'm going to do is quickly just have a nice little cycle down Cycling Road. And then make my way out. Now I can play a fun little minigame called Can I Dodge All of These Guys? I don't think I can, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I just need to wait for them both to turn here. There we go, made it. And this is Route 17, so let's grab ourselves a new encounter. That's actually a lie, because as this, I think I have every Pokemon that I potentially can find on this route. Also, the bikers on this route, they are basically some of my favorite trainers in this game to fight over and over again, because they have Pokemon that give a lot of experience. Basically, there's a lot of Grimes. Like, there's a good few Grimes, a good few Coughings, some Primeapes, some Machokes. There's one guy who has a Machamp. I think there's also someone with a Weezing. So, obviously, they have some potentially dangerous Pokemon, but ultimately, they are very, very manageable. Okay, so, we've now made it to Route 18. No pedestrians permitted on Cycling Road. Over there are some bird keepers. I'll be fighting those guys quite a lot, don't you worry about that. Looking for Pokemon Golduck. Want to trade one from my Noctowl. Okay. Pallet Town is in the west. There are people swimming. Okay, I think the one that shows you a legendary is on the other side. But I'll keep that for later in the game. I will keep the surprise of what all of my legendary Pokemon are for a later time. Okay. So what I'm going to do real quick is end off today's episode I'm going to be ending off today's episode here, but I have one more thing that I want to do. I might do a little bit of training and, you know, just add a new Pokemon to the team in between episodes. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is quickly just scroll all the way down to the bottom of this bag, because I am going to finally evolve Sparky. Sparky has honestly been at a point where I could have evolved it for a good while, but now it is officially time for us to get a Raichu. And that is going to be quite an increase in power, I think. So we now have a fully evolved Raichu on the team. So Sparky is now in its final form, and will just continue to grow more powerful with each Pokemon that it defeats. So let's have a quick look at its new stats. Still nothing fancy, its physical attack stat is still actually higher than its special because of its brave nature, but still. Anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all again on Tuesday, I believe, for more Pokemon, and Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro should be starting on Monday. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.